Dropdown list is simple but extremely useful functionality in Excel. It provides options for the user to select from. At the same time, it limits the data to a predefined set. This helps in avoiding misspelled words, hidden characters, and that space after a word which always messes up your data. In this video, we'll look at how to create, edit, and delete a simple drop-down list by using three methods. Method 1, direct test. Method 2, cell reference. And method 3, list reference. For those who are new to this channel, this is Riaz. Welcome to Upskill. It's all about Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and VBA. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get notification on new uploads. Without further delay, let's look into drop-down list. These are three columns where I want to create a drop-down list, and here is a respective data set. Let's see method 1, direct text. To create a drop-down list, first select the cell, click on the Data tab, click on the Data Validation button in the Data Tools section. A window pops out. In the Settings tab, click on the drop-down menu in the Allow section. Now we need to select the List option. A new section called Source just appeared. Click on the editable space and type male, female and OK. Well, the drop-down list is ready in the first column. A drop-down button emerges when any of the cell is clicked. Clicking on the button reveals the list with two entries. The user can now select from these options but cannot enter anything other than this. Now let's see how to edit this. Just select the column and click on Data Validation. In the Settings tab, you can see the source that we entered. I'm going to add another entry by simply typing a comma and typing the entry Others. Now clicking OK. Now the drop-down list has three options. If you want to delete the drop-down list completely, select the respective cells and go back to Data Validation. Change the selection to any value and OK. Done. We don't have any drop-down list and there is no restriction to enter any other data. Method 1 is suitable only when the list is very small with 1 to 3 options, just like the previous examples, because we need to type it in the window directly. If the list of options is large, we should go for method 2 or 3. Let's see method 2 now, cell reference. Now selecting the respective cell, clicking on Data Validation. In Settings tab, let's change the selection to List. Now just click in the source box and select the cells with the options in the Excel sheet and OK. The cells in the column now has drop-down list with 5 fruit names. Now if we want to edit the drop-down list, say I want to remove coconut and add grapes, just delete coconut from the Excel list and type grapes in that space. See, the option in the drop-down list has grapes now instead of coconut. Now if I want to add coconut again but doesn't want to remove grapes, then type coconut in the cell below, select the target cells and go to Data Validation. In the Settings tab, click on the source and reselect the entire source column including coconut and click OK. Now the drop-down list has 6 items. Now deleting the drop-down list is same as previously shown. Just select the respective cells and click Data Validation. In the Settings tab, change the selection in Allow section to any value and OK. Next, let's see method 3, list reference. For this, we need to first declare the cells that contains the options as a list. Just select the cells with the options and then click in the name box which is adjacent to the formula bar. Now type an appropriate name. I'm going to call it as wedge and hit enter. What I just did is that I named the selected cells as wedge. I can now use this name to call that selection. Let me just type wedge in the box again and hit enter. The selection just changed. Now to use this name in the drop-down list, go to Data Validation, select list in the allow box. In the source box, type equal to wedge and OK. The drop-down list is created now. See, we have 5 vegetables as options. Now to edit the list, if you want to replace an option with another, you just need to change it in the Excel sheet. as the selected cell is referred as wedge and the name wedge is referred as the source. I think tomato is not a wedge. Let's delete it and now check the drop-down list. There is no tomato in the list but a blank space. Now let me undo it. Now if I want to add a new wedge, say beetroot, without replacing any, I will have to edit the list name. For that, go to Formula tab. In the Define the Names section, click on Names Manager. A window just pops up with all the names defined. We only have wedge. Click this. In the reference to box, delete the selection and reselect the column including the new item beetroot. Now click inside the window. A window pops up asking if to save changes. Click yes. Here you go. The list now has beetroot in it. That's all about how to create a simple drop-down list using the three methods. You can also create a multiple dependent drop-down list. That is, the option available in one list will depend on what is selected in the previous list. Just one example now. How to create it will be explained in the next video. The link will be provided in the description once uploaded. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. If you like the video, please support by liking the video and sharing them with your friends. To get update on future videos, please subscribe the channel.